And welcome back. So this is the next video. Sorry it's been taking so long. I want you guys to know, like, this is one of the longest processes of this job, but so far, as you can see, I've been busy. So let me pull this out so you guys can see this. All right. So far, I've done most of this side of the car. The back is done. Well, let's start up here and we'll work our way back. So up here, I have this high beam, the running light, and the blinker figured out. I think I'm gonna do something different about the high beam. I found, like, the horn stuff. This horn doesn't work, the other one halfway does. This is just oddball stuff that I want to work on the car. But, so I did get rid of the harness. This is so weird, because it comes through, like, let me come up here. It's gonna look trashy in here, but I'm working on the wiring, so it's the hardest part. So it comes through the firewall. It all clips together, like in this area, through this little thing that has a bunch of plugs all over it. But it comes through the firewall right there, right here. It comes up, goes to like fuse box, stuff like that, wraps around the firewall, back through over there, and the same process right back through the firewall. So this side, I haven't started on this side, but I wanted to show you guys just the process so far. I have cut this much, like, all of this needs to go. Like, that's probably a good 6 to 10 feet worth of wire that's currently unused. I don't know how much of it is going to come from this stuff right here, but I still have to do this door, that door, and then everything's done. But as far as that goes, everything up under here, all I have is just the wipers. So the wipers do work, which is cool. Love to have that, because street car. This is not a drag car or dragster. But yeah, so everything is good up here. I've got it running good. I'm slowly sorting things out, but good news later for coming on. I'll tell you towards the end of the video. But it does run, idles on its own. It does great. So working onto this door. I'm still working on it. I've got everything torn down. As of right now, I do know what works for this window. I've got this. When I went to LS Fest, I had this so I could have the window down so people could look inside. But I have to go through this harness, that one, and I think these two. And I still want to keep this functional, so I've got to go through all of those. I believe that one can go, the blue one. This is a mess, but it's because wiring, and I just throw everything I need in here. That way it's quick, I can grab it. That's my new flex plate and torque converter. I don't know if I told you about that, but that's out of an 04 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. And it bolts right up to that torque converter to work for a TH400, which is awesome. So that's most of that. It's gonna look trashy back here too, but oh well. Storage. But so far, all of these wires can go because they're window function, stuff like that. But these two I want to keep. These work for door lock, and I have the door lock fixed. I can lock this door perfectly fine. It's going to be the same on that side, super easy. Whatever is going to happen on this one, once I finish it up, it's going to make that side a lot easier because there's not as much functions on that side. And then back here, I have the turning signal on both sides figured out, the running and brake light for both sides. They're actually the same wire, which makes this so much easier, and the reverse lights, and the trunk latch. So everything back here is done. Everything other than the cinder unit here. But another thing that I also have to go through, I'm going to do it when I go through this side, is there's this side harness that connects to this side harness, and I don't know why, but I'll figure it out. It's little as I go. But so the news I had, I wanted to make this short and sweet, but this weekend, hopefully, I'm going to have the kit come for that, for everything, for the frame rails, the 4-link kit, shock mounts, pan hard bar, everything. I'm going with a parallel 4-link. It was a last minute change. I had found out that it hooks a lot better versus triangular, and I want to have that ability to have more traction. But I do want to show you guys, if any of y'all ever go through this, I want to show y'all some of the wires that I found out. So these two reds, they're defroster. I have this bundled off. This is everything in the rear. So green with yellow is like left blinker or right blinker. I think it's right blinker. And the other one is the opposite, which is green with black stripe. And then there is pink trunk. This green with white is reverse. And then one of these two, the red with blue, and then, or the blue with, no, red with blue, and then red with green. One's running and one's brakes. On this section here is the lock section for this door, and I locked it off right there so I had the most amount of wiring possible. But I'm still going through this, which I believe there's only a few of these that I need. I'm not sure, but as far as I know, I don't need any of those. But this is a small update. I will start this thing for you guys. The next thing I'm going to work on after all this is I've got a pigtail coming for, and the resistor. It's like a 470 ohm half. So I've got that coming so that it can finally charge the battery. I'm tired of charging up the battery and jumping it off. But yeah, let me get this thing hooked up, the wideband hooked up, and I'll start it for you guys. All right, so I can't give a perfect guess. I'm guessing it's in the 40s here, and this is a tune my buddy helped me tune on. I did most of it, and then he went through and changed the timing and stuff. But, oh, and I have a gas pedal now, so I can do throttle control in here. And a lot of these wires are gonna go as soon as I get it figured out. But